Alright, so this is just a little side project. This is probably going to be for anyone that wants to try the game, but they don't want to pay any money or they don't want to commit anything, right? Or basically if you have been playing for a long time and you wanted to make a new character, maybe you're bored of the end game, you wanted to try a free-to-play challenge. So we're going to start with Galante. So basically, we're just going to keep this character free to play. We're going to go through everything. You could choose any of the races here, right? It basically just chooses your starting location and your starting stats. That's pretty much it. And then your character, I guess your character race would be different too, but usually we start with Caldari because they have the missile ships, but we're going to start with Galante this time. So let's just enlist with Galante. Because we're actually looking at the skills and everything too. It seems Caldari gets the least skills. Caldari gets a little bit better shield skills, but then Galante, Minotaur, and Amar, they all get better armor skills. Like they get mechanics to level 3. They get hull upgrades to level 3, I think. So if we just choose one of the Galante characters, I think this part it only chooses where your characters start from, like their starting station. So the starting race, the stats are a bit different. Well, it's barely any difference, but yeah, I guess they did make it so they should just make it so all the stats are all the same for all the characters. That would make sense, because it's literally just like 7-hour training difference or something. But anyways, you could put on the hair on your character. You could make your character maybe we'll make this one look like something like that, some dreadlocks. Then we'll put on the beard, skin details, clothes. So we just put on some clothes, mid layer, and then top layer. So just customize your character, I guess. Bottom, we could choose pants, we could choose feet. Then we could choose eyewear. We'll go with no eyewear. So we could go to the hair. We could change the hair color to something. We could even change the hair color to blue or something. Does that work? Oh, cool. So it's not like a light blue or anything. We'll just make it black hair. We'll just do the hair like we always do. I don't know. Yeah, that works. That hair works. We got the beard. We got everything chosen out. So there's the character. Oh, and then you could customize things. I guess you could make them more bulky, and you could change their face features to move things. You could go like this and change their face features. Cool. So you could actually do a lot more customization to their body physique. Huh? So you like make their arms or shoulders bigger or something. Interesting. So now we have the free-to-play account. So this is just another clothing. The following must be equipped. Feet. So we never put the feet on. So they always make you put clothes. We tried to make somebody that didn't have an undershirt, right? If you go to mid-layer, you say you don't want a mid-layer. You just want a guy with a shirt and a jacket. Top. If we say no top. Because we tried doing this already, and it was like, you need to put a shirt on your guy, right? We tried to make our character like this, tried to do it like this, and then we're like, cool, let's make him like this. Oh, that did work, huh? Wonder why it didn't work before. Anyways, now we got the shirtless man. So there we go. You take the picture. I don't know. You change his things, right? How do you change his arms? Oh, poses. How do you change the camera? We're not sure. Oh, there we go. You can change the way he's looking or something. You can take a picture like that. There we go. So now your free-to-play account is made. So if you're making a other account for something, so we're still gonna be playing the main things. Oh, it's because we just made the character called Xavier Lander. That's right. We were making something before. Xavier landed. Check ability. So there's so many, you could just type in anything here and most of your names will be taken maybe, just because you could add the first name and the last name. So you could just be like, cause we did like Sky Dragon, and then we put anything in the last part, right? Or maybe we should just do something. There's just so many things. Sky Dragon landed. So this will be the free to play or something. So if we say finalize, submit your portrait. Okay. So it's interesting. Maybe we didn't have shoes or pants on him or something. We're gonna have to find a shirt for him eventually. So I think you had to wear a coat or something. If you don't have to wear a coat, maybe we could take that. So you create your character. You just joined EVE Online. You said you weren't ready to commit to $7.50, or you were just wanted to try a new challenge or something, because you already have characters that have millions and millions and millions of skill points and billions and billions and billions of gold. So you don't really have anything. So they're going to start you in the secrets. Oh. They're from our captain. I realize this is your first flight, so why are those guys there? Oh, I guess maybe they just are always there on the new account. The vessel has been destroyed, so she's going to tell you to go to the vessel. So the thing that we've been figuring out is why is there no killing spree for a new account? Because the killing spree should show up, but it isn't. And then also when we go over here, when we actually kill things, I think it does say progress, but when we created a new character on the same account, the killing spree, it showed up for some reason. So we're not 100% sure. You probably should training skills, right? Spaceship Command, you probably want to get your frigate up, so start training your racial frigate. So you just go to your character to the left here, you clicked on character sheet, and then this opened up the skill window, right? So you could go to Spaceship Command, and then you just drag Galante Frigate onto here, and then just train Galante Frigate to level 3, because you could do that on free to play, up to level 4. So it's interesting to look at these. Oh, you're gonna have to target the enemy, so you go here, you hold the left mouse button, you lock the target, and then you just click your gun here, and then you start firing at the enemy. So there's the skill tree done. Now we could continue with the tutorial. It's time to engage the enemy. Fire when ready. So if you want to look at a regular playthrough, we did the tutorial a few times already. I think we did it a few times. If you want to watch the full tutorial, watch those videos. These are just going to be seeing what you could do free to play. So to loot the wreck, you would hold the left mouse button. You could click open cargo, or you could just double click the wreck. Double clicking the wreck opens it. And then for the tutorial, she's going to tell you to dock at the station. So we could hold the left mouse button, we could drag up, and we could dock at the station. So there's the first part of the quest done. So we're not sure why the killing spree doesn't come up for the new character. So watch this. I bet if we make a new character, source loading. So we should have gotten 1 million skill points. We're gonna have to see. We're gonna see when we dock up. So what's this thing? Transmission. Oh, that's just from her. All right. So now we're flying towards the station. The tutorial is pretty easy to do. We're not sure. We're probably not gonna record the whole tutorial. Maybe we'll come back after the tutorial. Yeah, I'm not too sure, because on the other account we made a new character, so it's the pants, right? Clothing of the following categories must be equipped to your character before continuing bottom. So that was it. We tried to make a character without pants at one point, and then it's like, you have to be wearing pants to be able to play. Maybe try to do that. Then you probably have to be wearing a coat, right? You can't be a topless man. Following categories must be equipped before continuing the top. So you have to wear a shirt or a coat or something. You have to wear something over your character. So we'll just put a outer shirt on him. So you have to put a shirt and pants on him, I guess. We're trying to figure that out. We just wanted to make a silly naked man that flies through space destroying everybody, but I guess that didn't really work. There we go. Alright, so it turns out the skilling spree ended today. It was just something when you log in, you go kill a ship, and then you get skill points. So maybe there's going to be a new one coming. So I think they were talking about adding other things, but we were doing this character, right? He has 50,000 ISK, so let's work on this character. So we got 2 characters, I guess. Yeah, so it's a good thing that we looked into this, because I logged in and then I logged into the other character as I recorded footage of me trying to figure out what was going on. But then I read the forums and then they said the event is over, so we don't have to worry about that. So now we could say, what could you do as a brand new character? You got 1 million skill points. You could probably save the 1 million skill points. We're just gonna try to figure out how to get lots and lots of money on a new account if you were making a new account for some reason. So we're still going to be doing the members accounts. We're still going to be figuring those out, and I do have other accounts with more skills and more money on them anyways, so we could do end game content later. But this is just if you're on a free account and you didn't get members or anything. So we were in the agency, we were just doing the tutorial, and we're trying to figure out about the event that just ended. So using your afterburners to increase your ship speed. So now, I thought we had to, those are the rewards. Alright, so after the tutorial is done, we should put our skill back on training again. So we go to the character skill tree. So, like I said, this probably isn't going to go too in-depth into it. We're just going to be like, what are we doing and how did we get this far? Info panel. So it's gonna take a while to load up the first time you load up the game, but then after you unlock from these stations in the future, it's a lot quicker. So we could just restart it. We just want a Calari frigate level 2 or Galante frigate level 3, that's right. So we got the basic ships training. We could train those. That'll take 17 hours. So we could warp to the location. And then so we just had these things in the tutorial. We'll come back after the tutorial's done and we're at the career agents, and then we'll see what do you do on a new account, how do you make money. Probably just career agents. Those will probably be all that we're going to be doing, and then we're going to have like 120 million really quickly. Well, not really quickly, unless we make a ship to fit a ship that can just burn through the career missions really quickly and maybe just buy all the materials ahead of time. That would make it super quick. So spatial rift detected, Captain. We have to activate the afterburners and destroy the enemies. Oh, and then here, sometimes these GMs will message you. They didn't message me on the other accounts. It says, hi there, my name is GM Valorant with the EVE Online Player Experience team. I noticed you were new to EVE, so I just wanted to welcome you to New Eden and ask you if you need any help at all. Is there anything I can do for you? Actually, I was trying to YouTube some plays. I was trying to F2P on here. I got sucked twice into your subscription, though I saved 50% off on the second time. Notice your scaling speeds up, and then I was saying we're gonna try to plex, and then we talked about the rules. It was like we have everything under control, so cool. Maybe he will message you and give you links to help you, but we have these videos as well. Congratulations, you have navigated to the agent successfully. So we just finished the tutorial. We go to the Alright, so he said to check your inbox for gifts. It said that he gave you gifts, so we never got these on the other characters. Why? It's just all random in this game, I guess. It says, hello, Skydragon. In part of the EVE player experience, I recently contacted you via a chat to see if you had any questions. I won't bother you further, but I just wanted to let you know. Then he gives you some links. So the rookie help, actually the rookie help chat, there's always people chatting in here. They always tell you a whole bunch of things. Even I learned some things. But it says you got redeemable items. You can redeem. So we got 1M afterburner, 50M afterburner, Galante welcome bundle, core probe scanners. And then a ship. Medium shield extenders. So it's nothing overly powerful. It's just things you would normally be able to get anyways. Venture skin. They give you a cool skin in a venture. So normally you wouldn't get these, I guess. Imikis. It's nothing really huge or anything. Quantity 16. So they just give you things to start the game with, I guess, sometimes if a GM manages to contact you. So we're done the tutorial. We could go to exploration career path just because that one's really easy. So for the career, maybe we'll just go through the career path, right? So we accept, and then we just have to go to the location. And then she should just give us everything to complete the other jobs, right? So we adopt from the station. So basically, we're just going to be doing the career agents, and then we should get 10 million. Although we shouldn't do the career agents yet. We should not. We should dock first. We should dock up at the station. Because we got money from the tutorial, so we could actually buy books. So we went away for like 30 minutes or something. Something came up. So if you look at your skill trees, so actually on the character skill tree for free, if you go to social, you could train social to level 3. So if we right click, we say view market details, the social book should be available in the trading hub for only 30,000, right? There we go. So we could buy one social book for 30,000. We have the money, and then we go to the inventory, and then we go item hanger, social, and then we hover over the book and we say inject the skill. Now we can train the social skill, so 18 minutes. So maybe social is a bit more important than flying the ship or something. If we're doing missions, we could do them in the frigate and the destroyer anyways. So we could train social to level 3, and then connections to level 3, and probably negotiation. 5% additional pay per level. So let's see how much this is. Negotiation 60,000. So we have 130,000. Sure, we'll buy negotiation. So there goes a little bit more money then, and we could inject that skill. Then we could learn that. So basically, if we're gonna be doing a whole bunch of missions, we should probably try to get as much pay and reputation as possible. So we could click this to close the character window. So we're just getting social negotiation, probably connections, 200,000. So we're gonna have to wait to get that one, that's alright. Diplomacy, view market details, 200,000 criminal connections. 200,000, so I guess that's it. Just social and negotiation, just costs like 90,000 or something. Then we get social 3, negotiation 2, Caldari, or whatever your race's frigate is up to level 3. Then spaceship command. Then we get the destroyer, right? View market details, 100,000. So we'll be able to get that later. Maybe if we're just doing the one career agents here, this is just going to give us a little bit of spending towards them. 5% to increase. Because you could redeem your skill points, and you could use them on the character, and then just learn these right now and then get a huge progress. Although I think we're gonna wait, right? It just takes 1 day to train this on free to play. Cool. So these ship skills, we know that we could get those, and these could actually go high. Actually, free to play can get mechanics up to level 5, and hull upgrades to level 5. They also get they can get repair systems to level 5. So it's actually good to know this. Especially if you became a member and you were like, I'm not going to be a member when the time runs out or something like that. You could have these trained, so shield upgrades to level 4, shield management to level 4. I think targeting, so you can train a little bit of targeting. And then actually for gunnery and missiles, you could actually train them up to level 5. So it's like we'll show here if we can't put more than a day on here. But if we had a missile operation, we can train light missiles to level 5. Show information required for level 3. Oh, yeah, so you can get tier 2 missiles. So if your membership runs out, you can still use tier 2 missiles. And then the missile launcher, we can get tier 2 missile launchers, except that we need another skill, right? So we can open this. Say we need light missiles level 5, we need light missile specialization level 1. Alright, so even after your membership runs out, or if you're just playing 100% free, you can eventually use those, and you could use all the core ship skills. So something that you can't get is science, right? You can't research anything in science. Production, you could get industry to level 5, so we trained industry to level 5 with our skill points on the other character. The members planetary interaction, you can't do anything. Scanning, you could learn a little bit about scanning and hacking and stuff. So basically, you can get your weapon systems, your shield systems, your armor systems, your spaceship command. You could fly a bunch of different ships. I think your navigation, I think one of them could go up to level 5, or engineering. Oh, CPU management could go up to level 5. Electronic upgrades could go to level 5. And then energy grid upgrades could go to level 5. Power grid management, weapon upgrades. So those are probably key things to get to level 5 as soon as you can, regardless of your character. If you ever plan to not be a member at some point. So those things are the things to get in engineering. So I'll have to get those at some point. And then also on the regional market, you could buy skill points for cheaper than you would be able to as a member. But I think we're just going to do the career agents here. Or we could wait to do the career agent till tomorrow. But we already accepted your mission, because the tutorial told us to. So we get a reward if we do it within 6 hours. We could say this is gonna train in that time. Negotiation. Oh, negotiation just requires level 1 social. Okay, so if we train social to level 2, then negotiation here, we could just find something else to do for the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours or something, and then complete this mission. So what could we do? The career agents were the things to do. We could do security missions, although we don't have a ship. So we'll just do the first set of career missions to just get some starting money and some starting ships and starting items, I believe. And then they give you the limited time offer of 50% off, right? If you go to the left here, new offer, limited time, 50% off, 2 days remaining. Although maybe that lasts for a week or something. We're gonna find that out. So the anomalies, we just had to find the cosmic signature like we did in the other videos. Training site, warp to training site. And then we already scanned all these in the other episodes. So I think we'll just make a cut here. We'll come back after we figure out what we're doing with this account. Alright, so we just got social level 1 trained, and we're training negotiation 1, social 2, negotiation 2, social 3, Galante, frigate 2 and 3. Those will be done today. So we could complete the exploration. So we did that. We got a ship, we get another ship, and we get a whole bunch of money. Now we have over $1 million already. So if we go to the ship hangar, so what is this ship compared to this ship? Show information. Remote armor repair, remote armor repair. Okay. This one is combat strobe, strength relic, and analyzer. So this one's the exploration ship. Which one has a better fitting? So this one can fit out those, that can fit those. We're just trying to see what you can fit on each of these ships. You can have only one weapon, more things, so this wouldn't really be good for combat. So after exploration, we could just use this ship then. This ship will be a good combat ship. We don't really need those, the afterburners, the Scorp, those, we could reload them. Then we just got ammunition in here. The passkey we could throw in the item hanger. We could use those for burning through the other career missions quickly, probably. Yeah, if we could just go there, go scan these sites, get the objectives, then we could just go turn all those in at once. We wouldn't have to do them again the second time. So we completed the exploration path. Let's do the military career path, the basic military. So I don't think there's anything hard to do. It's just the advanced one where they tell you to blow up your ship. So they'll give you rewards if you can destroy the ship. So just do the basic military path. That's what we're doing here. So we got this ship from exploration. We could use it for combat. So I believe we just warped the places, and then we just destroy a few ships, and then complete the military. And then we'll have to figure out what to do after that. Do we just go straight to delivery missions or something? Those would be good early money or something while our skills train. Or we could go directly to level 1 security missions and hope that they loot. Yeah, because some of the level 1 security missions, they have a loot that's worth like 1 million. Though you could just go deliver, and then every delivery you make like 1 million or something. We're gonna have to see. Now we're doing the combat career path. Alright, and then on mission 7 combat, they're going to give you a small armor repair, so you're not going to be able to use it. They gave you a new ship to use, right? If you look at the ship hangar, got a new ship, the Atron, I think. That's what it is, right? Believe so. And then, yeah, so you can put your afterburners and then your shields, and then just your 3. They give you 75mm Gatling Rail 1s. Those work pretty good. Just orbit around the enemy and then destroy them. So the small armor repair, they give it to you, and then you try to equip it. It says you can't use it. You need to learn the skill. So show information. And then right-click repair system, show information. We could learn those. Okay, view market details, and then we just buy the skill book. We sort by the price to make sure we're buying the lowest price in the station. So these will always be here, 45,000. So it's not expensive because we have over $2 million at this point. Go to repair systems, inject the skill. We go to the left to the character sheet, and then we can just learn the skill, right? I think it was in armor. Yeah, repair system. So we're going to be learning social negotiation and social, but might as well get repair systems to level 1. So we just threw that up on the top. And then we're just going to continue the missions. So if you were like a member and you were going to run out or something, you'd want to haul upgrades, mechanics 5. Those you can all keep as a non-member. So here we go. We're working on this quest here. We're just learning these skill books, so eventually we'll be able to use the small armor repair. So he was just telling us to go attack enemies. Oh, that's right, and then the enemies, they were pretty strong, so we had to warp out and dock up at the station. Though, maybe the armor repair would help out. But if we do this mission, we're going to get 500,000 as a reward. And then actually, destroying some of these sentry turrets, they give us like a 20,000 bounty, and then destroying all the enemies, they'd probably give us some rewards as well. So I'm sure it'll all add up in the beginning, and then maybe we'll just go straight to delivery missions or security missions. We're not 100% sure. And actually, maybe we're finding this fit is better, maybe with the light electron blasters, because their damage per second is 14.4. You just have to get really close to the enemy. And then this one, it's like 9.9 damage, so it's like almost like 50% more damage, I guess. You just have to get close to the enemy, and then maybe fire your other rail gun at the enemies that are farther away or something. You can group the guns. That makes sense. Group everything. Oh, it's because that gun is firing. That's right. They should be similar. If we click the group guns, we could group these, and then we could hopefully destroy you in like 2 shots or something. So it'd just be a better use of ammunition, I guess. If your ship can handle getting in close range to the enemy, then just use the neutron blasters. Or electron blasters, just because they do more damage. So we're just going to figure that out. So we found out that those do more damage. We just have to get in range. Initiates over here. And I think they give us a stasis web after completing this mission. So we'll be able to slow down the enemies. So we could even change it, right? If we go to keep range, we could say set default to like 1,000, because now we have a gun that works best within 1,000. Set default 1,000. So now when we hover over it, we try to orbit them or keep at range. It'll always keep at range within what we need. So we can lock the targets by doing that, or hitting the control button to lock on them, and then try to destroy them with the guns. So it seems to go by pretty quick. It doesn't take too long to destroy any enemies, and then maybe they have good loot in them. I think the loot's added up while we've been doing this. So we just go loot the enemies, because our ship flies so quick anyways. They gave us the override injector systems, so that allows our ship to fly faster. So we just got another 11,000 from that. I think just the rewards from the missions will be better later. But it is fun to loot things, right? You get to go loot it, be like, oh, we only got 1,300, and then you find the one loot, like, oh, cool, we got 500,000, or we got 1 million. So it's just like a lottery or something. It's like, are we going to win the lottery when we loot the ship? Nobody knows. That's why you go loot everything, even though it's not the most efficient way to do it. It is the most fun way to do it. the career agents or any of the missions you do, they're just going to give you a standard set of rewards, but looting them, it could be absolutely anything. So we just try to get within range of these guys and then try to shoot this gun at you and then shoot our other set of guns at the one that's going to be closer to us. Oh, see? Yeah, it just destroys things so quick, these weapons. Amazing. So we're going to have to see. So our other character, the one that we have that's a members, we've seen somebody else signed up as a members as well, so maybe they're watching or something. So you could use this. You could be like, cool. If we can't make enough money to plex our account by the time our membership runs out, then we'll know some things to do when you're not a member. I think that's why this series exists. Because I already do have my other characters. My other characters, they have like 38 million skill points. One has like 8 million skill points, and 18 million, I think. He has like 38 billion. Well, that's what he's worth anyways. He has like 2 billion on him, and then I guess he has like $36 billion worth of inventory on him or something. So whatever he learned, whatever he has, we could do end-game content videos with that character, and we could do free-to-play videos with this character, which I seem to be more interested in at the moment. So we're gonna have to look at science, the industry. Yes, once we finish our researching science to level 5, once we start getting advanced laboratory operation and we unlock more science slots, then we could do another science invention video. So we have to shoot this guy once to destroy him. So the close-up blasters, they don't have too much range, but they do a lot more damage. You do notice it. So maybe we'll just record some more fighting, because maybe that's more interesting than just looking at these skills, I guess. But we could see our armor repair 1 repair system is basically just about done. So we're gonna see how far can you go on a free-to-play account, or how far can you go on one of those two things. I guess on both of those things. So basically, we're going to refuse the offer to buy membership. We're going to refuse it on this account. Like, no, don't take our $7.50. Because then they're gonna start charging us $15 after, right? After your 1 month subscription runs out. Like, hello, if you want to keep playing with all these ships that you unlocked and everything that you bought, you're gonna have to pay us $15 or figure out how to make 1.6 billion a month. More than that, because you want to be buying stuff for your ships as well, right? So you say that ship's pretty far out of range, or blasters aren't going to hit it. Though we are pretty close to it. So we could just double click in space to make our own trajectory. And see what he had. He had the big loot. Maybe the big loot's only from missions or something. But we destroyed the enemies. Now the objective was to destroy the outpost. This thing is super sick later when you're doing them on your alternate, or when you're doing them on your bigger ships, right? Because when you come back to these missions, when you have a bigger ship, you're going to be going here, you're going to be looking at these things, and you're going to be destroying them in like 2 hits or something. So if we could keep within range 1,000, all we have to do is destroy the warehouse. Oh, 9 out of 10. And then we're done the basic military, so we just have the advanced military to do. So if we're keeping in range, our guns should be doing decent damage. So maybe missiles are better, or maybe projectiles are better. Maybe all the guns should be decent. So we're gonna have to try all the different guns and everything. So if this explodes, then we can go dock up at the station. So you can see everything is hitting the warehouse. Oh, and actually, I guess this makes it easier to loot the enemies too, right? If you can manage to stay within range of the enemies, and if you're getting close, you don't have to fly to the loot after. So we're gonna have to figure out some way to be able to survive, and then we just fly to the ship and then destroy it, and then if it has loot, then loot it, and then go to the next ship. So you just spend so much time after the missions flying to the loot and everything, and trying to loot it. So we got some mine flood. Go dock up at the station. Oh, and then all the explosions, right? It just shows a supernova of explosions. And 21, bam, bam. Cool, all the explosions. see it go off in the distance, because everything's actually really in space. Like if the sun is right there, it actually is right there. You can fly to it, all in a 3D environment. Crazy, sweet. Planets are, most of these stations are based near planets, so if there's a station, well, there's probably a planet nearby to look at. You can even fly to the planets, that's right. So we docked up at the station. So maybe we'll just end this episode. This was the beginning episode. This was us making the character, looking at the skills a little bit, I guess, and then completing some of the objectives here, request missions. So he gave us a stasis web of fire. So find Wolf and take him out once and for all. So this is going to be your hardest combat mission. So you go to your inventory, go stack all to clean up your inventory, and then we probably got some new things to fit on this ship. The afterburners, the shields, we don't need the relic analyzer. He gave us a stasis web of fire. So when you're attacking the enemies, you stasis them, and then they can't get away from you because all your weapons are close range. It'll be super sick. Though we're going to run out of ammunition pretty soon. They give you iron charges, so we're going to have to figure out how we get ammunition. Do we just build it? Maybe it would take too long to build it. Maybe we would just go view market details and buy it or something, because building it doesn't really save you any money. It looks like it costs you like 15 to make it, and then you sell it for 15. It'd be really better to just put a buy offer in or something. Like if you were looking to buy these, just put a buy offer in, something like that. If we were to go here, if we were to go to view an industry, we were to go make some, if the material research was completely done, the time research was completely done, spend 1.3k to make 1.6k, so barely even worth it. Like we're spending a whole day or something. Just throw the job duration up to whatever it is for whatever one day is. Maybe it's like 250 or something. So how much ammunition could you make in a day? How much money would you save? Let's just look at this here, because we know industry is taxed like 4% or something. So exactly one day. So you can get like 482,000 worth of minerals and construct them to 600,000. You make like 100k. I don't even know. It takes up your manufacturing slot. One day to make 37,000 ammo. Or we could just go view market details and just buy 37. Oh, I guess it is a lot of ammunition. So we could buy it for 553,000. So this isn't even accurate, right? You could buy it for cheaper than it says. Basically, if it costs you like 500,000 to make it, and then one day, just buy all the ammunition, then just buy all the ships. Oh, and here we're just about to render the video, but actually we'll talk about this before we end, because after the career agent military career path basic, he gives you a new ship. The following was granted to you when the mission was accepted, 10 out of 10. So the Tristan, he gave us a new ship. So basically what we've been doing, right, we could go to the ship, we could show information. Oh, what does this one do? This one does a small hybrid turret fall off and extra damage, production and propulsion jamming systems activation cost. So we could right click the new Tristan and see what this does. Bonus 2 small hybrid turret tracking speed, bonus 2 drone hit points and tracking speed. Okay, does this have a drone bay? It does. 0. It says it doesn't have any space. No additional drone bays. Alright, so let's look at the Tristan. Let's double click it. Let's try to fly this thing. So basically it has the same fittings. It has 2 weapon slots, although it has room for a whole bunch of drones. So maybe we should start training drones as well. Maybe that's the good thing about Galante. I think everything uses drones. So what we could do is we could like double click this thing. You don't have to double click your ship, but what we've been doing is you just right click the ship and then you just say strip fitting, and then do you want to remove all the modules? Yes. And then we could say this ship was our old ship, let's try flying this ship. So then we could double click. This could have more guns on it, but this could have drones on it. So let's figure out about drones, because we didn't use drones too much, though they probably are amazing. So we could go to the inventory, because we looted drones from the missions, right? Except we can't use them. We have to learn how to use light drones. Alright, okay. Show information requirements. So maybe you looted some drones from completing your missions or something. Maybe we could use them. Maybe we'll be self-sufficient or something. Maybe we won't buy the ammunition. Maybe we won't make it. It takes time to make it, but light drone operation 1. So we could go view market details. Takes 17 minutes to train, just like the armor repair. Station, sort by price. Costs 75,000. We have over $3 million already. So 75,000 is really cheap. So we buy a light drone operation, go to the inventory, inject the skill, and then we could just throw drone operation on top. We go to drones. So you could actually learn light drone operation level 5 when you're not a member, and drones level 5 when you're not a member. So maybe these would be something to look at too. I think one of the episodes we're just going to basically look at all these skills and see like when you're free to play or when you lose out of membership or anything happens, you will still have these skills and you won't have your science skills. So we do have to make use of our science and the laboratory operation and try to make as much money as we can. And then when we do get membership on that account again or something, then he'll have the science skills trained already. And then resource processing, we got the industry level 5, which is still always available, right? Production. Yes, industry level 5. We took like 5 days of training with our 10 million skill points on the other character, but industry will still help 4% manufacturing time. It's also required for other ships and everything. So there we go. We just got the light drone operation. We're going to be flying drones in the next episode. Maybe we'll just render the episode. Well, we'll just fit out the ship first, right? We just showed how to unfit the ship. So this isn't really a huge tutorial or anything. The other episodes probably are the longer tutorial. This is just basic starting, I guess. So go civilian, throw the thermal shield on there, and the stasis web of fire. That thing's really good. And then the neutron. So we just wanted the close range. Oh, we got 3 close range weapons. Although one of the enemies could webify us. Although we could webify the enemy. So maybe we should just go with 3 light electron blasters. That would make sense. You cannot fit it because your ship doesn't have any turrets. Oh, we can only fit 2 weapons at a time on this ship. Alright. That's perfect. Light electron, that's perfect. So we just have to get within range. And then once we get drones here, we can throw drones into the drone bay. So we don't know how many drones we could use. So basically you just throw any drones you have into the drone bay, and then they're in here, and then you'll be able to launch them when you get out there. So we can't actually use them yet. We have to wait 15 minutes. So maybe in the next episode we'll go through what the drones are, maybe figure out about this ship. So we wanted the small armor repair on the ship, and then our ship is pretty much fitted. I think they was going to tell us to salvage an enemy at one of the things. So we could put things up here when it tells us to do the remote armor repair and when it tells us to salvage things. And then the core probe launcher here. And then we could just replace these with the data analyzer and relic analyzer when those missions come up for business or advanced military. One of those two. So we just need ammunition in the ship. So there's ammunition. Then put the ammunition in the hold. I believe there's ammunition in the other ship hold, right? If you go to your ship hangar here, and if you look at all your ships, you can check all of your ships' individual inventories actually. So you can see we had ammunition in there. We moved it to our current ship. We said stack all. Now we have 2 types of ammunition, one for longer range, I guess, one for close range, or when we run out of antimatter charges. So there's the ship. We're basically just gonna go do mission level 10. And I think we're gonna figure out what we're doing after that. So this one might be a little bit more difficult, I think. We have to find Wolf, take him out once and for all. So there's gonna be more enemies here. I think we just destroyed the enemies first. Because the stasis tower, it takes a while to kill. So if you destroy the enemies, then the stasis tower can fall after. So yeah, we'll be back next episode, and then we'll have some more things trained, and then we'll continue progressing to see what the free-to-play is like in this game.